All right. So I'm going live to try to make myself feel better. And I'm going to give myself 5 minutes. Nobody shows up in 5 minutes. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes. If nobody shows up in 5 minutes, then obviously the live goes over. Man, dude. I can easily say the thing that I hate the most. Hey, anybody. How's it going? You can say only. I don't really think anybody else is going to show up. I'm like I said, I've been on for a literal minute now. Nobody decided. What is up, Jerian? How's it going, man? Uh, yeah, it's been a day for both of us. Yeah. How's it going though? Stop doubting people. Oh my god, Jovi, I need you to understand that sometimes when I say bad things happen, they do. Sometimes I call it. Sometimes I call it, and sometimes I nail it. Trying to make a way. I'm good, man. Well, I'm not. I'm not great. I just got an email from a job that I had interviewed with a couple days, like about a week ago or something, and they just basically told me that they they just didn't they decided to go another route. Sometimes you're incorrect. Uh, I get that, but yeah, like I said, I just got denied another job. You should look into being a direct support professional. I have no clue what that is, but I can look into it. I mean, it's like I really don't have, but it's like if I'm not mistaken, that's tech support, right? If you're suggesting that I go into tech support, I applied for a job similar to that not too long ago, and they have to. It's like I can apply for jobs all day. It's healthcare and definitely needs young guys. Okay. Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. I knew somebody who worked in that, and he suggested that I do that too. I applied for a few jobs. I applied for a few of those spots, and I'm just waiting for a call back. I think that's like the thing that's really kind of agitating me is that like at the end of the day, I could apply for jobs all day. They gotta hire me. Our program is correct coordinator is pretty solid. I use Indeed. I have used Indeed. I'm using Indeed now. I'm using both Indeed and LinkedIn. The only problem is that LinkedIn has like a lot of scam jobs. 6 denies, bro. Yeah, like this is my fourth. No, this is my fifth. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I'm almost right up there with you. I'm just really it's like it's so annoying, dude. Like it shouldn't be this hard to get a job. That's what I was like saying earlier. It's like I was like ranting in my video earlier. Is that like, 3 silent treatments, man, that's wild. It's like, like one thing I can easily say that kind of sucks about like all this is that like there's this big push in America about, you got to work hard. You know what I'm saying? Hard work is going to be rewarded greatly. Hard work, hard work. But it's like you try to get a job in this country, and it's like it's like you get a job in this country. You're like, hey, I want to work for you guys because I'm a hard worker, and they're like, nah. Like, bro, that is crazy. That is ridiculous. Like it messes with me, bro. Like I just really hate the fact that it's like in America, being in America, getting like working a job is like apparently the most valuable thing that you can do as a person. And yet for some crazy reason, you just they just you're just not supposed to get hired. You know what I mean? It's like the people who push this narrative that like, you're like the people who push that same narrative are the same people telling you, yeah, I don't want you to have a job. It's like that's a spirit killer, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm at this point right now where I'm just like saying, like if it's supposed to be that much of a challenge to get a job, if it's supposed to be that much of a challenge to get work, I feel like we should just slum it up. Just like, just find a way to make things just affordable and accessible for poor people, you know, without government assistance, without anything like that. We just find ways to just make it so that like stuff is affordable and accessible for people who just can't, people who just don't who can't get stuff. Because like this is embarrassing that like, so many people have lost their jobs recently. Because like I'm starting to realize I'm not the only one. A lot of people have lost their jobs, and it's like we should be like trying to find a way to make a slum village or something, or like just something to help out the poor people. Because like we all we got now, and that's what I was ranting about in my last video, by the way. I could ramble about this all day. How was your day, Jovi? Like what all happened with you? Did the little ones give you a lot of problems? Did the little ones act up? By the way, shout out to the 2,000 people that shout out to getting 2,000 subscribers. It really does feel good to know that I'm finally there. Even though the last time I was there, the moment that I said thank you for having 2,000 subscribers, it immediately went down. Like they didn't even give me a chance to appreciate it. It's crazy. They didn't give me any problems. Okay. Sounds like they just gave an innocent teacher some problems. I ain't gonna lie. Like after being in school for as long as I did and being a kid for as long, I can easily say I side with the teachers on some things. Cause bad. Not all of them, but some. But yeah, I am. Wow, four. Okay, I guess that fourth one is me. I would start a game up me here, but I got like four people, which means that my fault driving right now. It's all good, Jerry. It's all good, man. Like like I'm genuinely surprised. Like, bro, a kid brought a diabetic testing device to school. Said it was a taser and poked some of their classmates. Oh boy, that's wow. That is terrifying. Wait, is the kid themselves diabetic? Also, I am always going to be genuinely surprised that people actually like come to my lives when they are either A, busy, B, driving, C, working. Like that will always surprise me. He probably took it from one of his grandparents. That is gonna mess with me a little bit. Like little kid just say, "Hey, I'm gonna start jabbing people with this thing." It's like, come on, man. Like, what the heck? That's wild. That is crazy. I hope that those kids weren't too hurt. You know, that sucks that that happened. He was suspended for the rest of the week. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. How you gonna go around jabbing people? Like, I'm not surprised. Like you go around up in here like jabbing people and stuff like that. That's messed up. Like if I'm not mistaken, that thing it stabs people, right? Like it's like a little needle, and he's probably like jabbing a whole bunch of people, jabbing a whole bunch of kids at once. That needle, like that's dangerous. Ain't got no business doing that. Yesterday, a fourth grader yelled some explicit things in class. Well, that sounds par for the course. Kids love cussing. Yeah, like I said, I know a little bit about diabetes because I know people who have it, but like all I know is that like a lot of time like I do know that needles are involved, stabbing is involved. Well, not stabbing. I don't want to say stabbing, but like a puncture, a piercing. But yeah, like that's messed up. I'm sorry that happened. No, he yelled adult content involving toes, his mouth, and beating something. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, but now you kind of got it. But now I kind of got to wonder where he got that. Where did he learn that from? Probably might got like an older brother or something. Probably got like an older brother or older sibling or something that talks about it a lot and just decided to just yeah. That's it's sad, but it's like growing up. That sounds par for the course a little bit. He said Discord. I okay. Yeah. I mean, it's a gaming community. I don't know what it is, but like the gaming community and just online adults in general, I don't know what it is, but like specifically dudes, they're just I don't know what it is. Dudes have gotten much more. I'm trying to find the right word for it. Stimulated nowadays, so it's just I don't know. That's wild though. But it's wild, but it's like I'm not surprised by it. It's not like I'm not clutching my pearls because yeah, I don't know what it is. This generation of dudes in general are just really, 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 really like just understimulated now, man. It's wild. Overstimulated now. You know what I'm saying? You got access to the internet and all these dudes, all they want to do is just do the yesterday a kid hit the art teacher. Yeah, that sounds terrible. That's stuff like that is why I don't stuff like that is why I tend to side with the teachers a lot more, especially because like I know that these yeah, like I do not I sympathize with teachers now because a lot of these students are just terrible. So I'm not surprised in the slightest. Like, let me guess, he was a bigger kid too, huh? Like probably bigger than the teacher a little bit. Oh wait, he wasn't a bigger kid? Short, average size 8-year old? Yeah. But like I said, part of me wants to be surprised by that, but like kids are bad. Like, especially when they have especially like in school where they have like an audience who they genuinely believe is gonna like take their side. So it's like, yeah, I'm not yeah. Welcome back, Jarian. You know, I ain't gonna lie, Jarian. I'm really pulling for you over here, man. I'm really hoping that things like go well for you. You've been very supportive of mine like for a while now. And that's one reason why I'm going to keep saying you should make content. If not for anything else, I definitely recommend doing it just for journaling purposes, just to be able to like just sort of keep yourself on your own toes a little bit. Like that's what I like. That's all I'm doing right now. Like the way I see it is that like if things don't go right for me, then I'll at least have something to at least sort of say, hey, my history was at least moderately recorded. Because they can't like they like like whoever the powers that be can't do to me what they did to Africa with the whole taking destroying like important documents and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, welcome back though. But yeah, like I said, it sounds like you had like a really busy time over at work, Jovi. I ain't gonna lie, part of me would love to work out of school, but like I said, part of me would love to work anywhere at this point. But like I wouldn't mind working out of school just because part of me likes to think that like kids will think that I'm cool when I go there, and they won't give me too much crap, but they will because they're kids. And kids are mean. I was busy because of the kindergarten enrollment and file cleanup. Ooh, must be a lot of children coming in. I love how like there was like five people in here, then two people was like and just decided to leave. That's funny. No, I mean it's bound to happen, but I always find that funny. Like big number. Then it's like, wait, this guy in the next segment of dumb things in the world. Okay, throw throw it at me, bro. I love hearing about dumb things. Shoot, I'll give you time to type it. I mean, but yeah, I'm always like appreciative that there's always like people who pop up just to be like, hey, I'm watching your stuff, but I'm driving right now. I'm just like, I mean, that's fine. I'm not demanding that you watch my stuff. Take as much time as you need. I'm not, like I'm just rambling online like everybody else does. I'm just depressed and angry. Why do we pay for pet medicine? Like who in the hell else? Like who are we going to give it to, bro? You will be like, let's never forget that the president of the United States one time that uh, said that a sickness could be protected by sheep medicine. Never forget. Dude, I need you to understand, like, people are stupid. Like we really need to like. It's sad how people are stupid can kind of like qualify as a reasonable response to just about any question. Like people be stupid is like a reasonable explanation. Like, why do we pay for pet medicine? Like, who in the hell else could we give it to? People are stupid. Never forget ivermectin, bro. Never forget. Yeah, as soon as I said it, you pick. Yeah, as soon as I said it, you noticed, huh? Yeah, I never forgot ivermectin, bro. And I think what really kind of stressed me out was that like some people was like, yeah, it does work. It actually, Mister Smarty Pants. My God. But I agree though. I mean, but it's like I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like like if they're gonna make us pay for medicine, they're gonna make us pay for all the medicine. It's just crazy how this world operates. It's very hypocritical. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm like, believe me, man, I'm right there with you. There's in this world that I just genuinely don't think makes sense. And it's like they're trying to I think the thing that really messes me up about certain things about the world is that like there's things out there that they're trying to force us into believing makes sense, even though it doesn't. But it's like rather than improving things so that stuff could at least give the illusion that it makes sense, they're just saying, no, actually it makes perfect sense without doing anything. And it's like, no, this thing is actually terrible. This thing that you're pushing on us is actually pretty terrible. It's like, no, it's not. Like, yeah, it is. But I agree, man. I agree. It is there is definitely a very yeah. It's like it's like I kind of hate this idea that it's like we're just being told that everything works in listening mode at work. What's up, Jerry? And hey, Jojo, what's good? I I got denied for another job today, and I'm kind of bummed out about it. So I'm just going on live, airing out my grievances, just trying to make myself feel better. I'm annoyed. The emperor is definitely appreciated in here. That's dope. So funny story that I just remembered. So funny story I just remembered. So not too long ago, I tried to like do live on my phone. Not too long ago, and somebody actually went into my live and gave me some money and was like, "Now can I be a mod for your live?" It was the most hilarious thing I think I ever heard. It was the most hilarious thing I think ever happened to me online. This dude just basically paid me to be my mod. And I'm like, bro, I don't know you. I hope everything is good. I hope everything is good with you too, Max. He's in listening mode, which totally means that he's doing a okay. Layla, wow, 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 wow. Meow, 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 meow. But yeah, somebody actually did try to pay me to be my mod, and I just thought that that was kind of funny. But yeah, like I said, got denied for another job, and that's that. Like I said, it really hurts my feelings because it's like I think it's just because of the fact that it's like I can understand. I can understand, like like what was it about? What was it about me that didn't impress you at the interview? That song is about someone's wife, by the way. I'm not surprised. Any song that's usually named after a woman is almost always about like either infidelity or some kind of lust. And it's like, yeah, that's the reason why I actually hate the lyrics and I hate Eric Clapton. So it's like I don't want to like give the song as props, but it is a nice little, but it is a cool song though. I like how it starts. What type of job was it? It was gonna be I was gonna be at Adidas at the mall. It was basically like my Nike job, but it was basically gonna be like my Nike job, but just obviously a different brand of shoe. You know, it just kind of messed me up because it was like, wow, was I really that? It's like I managed to keep my last job. I was like, it's like I worked at Nike. I managed to keep that job for like roughly 2 years, and yet for some crazy reason, you guys saw that and was like, nope. We decided to go another path. Like, bro, was I really that bad? Like I don't know specifically how. I'm trying my best to just figure out specifically like how I went. Like I think what really kind of annoyed me is that like people literally be like looking at my job, like people literally look at my application. Like what I'm trying to figure out is that what didn't I do at the interview? Oh, great. Oh God, this is Jordan guy. Man, don't nobody love you more than people who hated you earlier. Jerry, make content. I'm starting to figure out that these jobs love to recycle the kids. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking that it's like, because a lot of the jobs that they were offering was like seasonal positions. And the first thing that's going on in my mind is like, why? you know? Like I understand if I was that bad at my job, but it's like, I understand it's like, if I was that bad at my job or whatever, but it's like, no, if even if I was, I managed to keep the job a long enough time to be able to, like it's like, you wouldn't keep somebody around who sucked that badly. I helped close. I tried my best to do everything. I did everything I needed to do, and I'm just like I said to this. I'm just still like, what didn't I do at the interview? What should I have done at the interview that they just saw at the interview and was like, nah, we're not gonna bring this guy in. Like it's just really kind of messed up. Shoot, I'm just like I said, getting denied for it. Just that's what really kind of hurt a little bit because I actually like I had the interview and I talked to them and oh man, like I don't know what happened. I think I'm cursed. That might be what it is. I might be cursed. Like I don't think I don't think I'm crazy for that. But it's like it really shouldn't be this hard for somebody who wants to work to get a job. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like was, and that's just such a weird thing to push. It's like I can understand if I wasn't looking for work and I was kind of like lagging about it or whatever, but it's like yeah, I actually do be like throwing out applications everywhere I can and doing stuff like that. It's weird, bro. Tengo cinco personas in mi sala. Announce yourselves. Estoy aprendiendo español para hold on. Estoy aprendiendo español con Duolingo y algunos libros. Okay, I'm trying to say this stuff right. Like I'm learning, like I said, I'm learning Spanish and stuff like that. And I'm trying to like figure it out and stuff like that on my own, so I can like make myself more marketable. But it's like even that's not working. But yeah, like I said, I'm that hurt my feelings a little bit because I did the interview. I thought we did a pretty good job. I thought we hit it off pretty well, and they just said, "Nope, going to somebody else." Show of hands of who's still up in here. By the way, I'm trying my best to feel a little bit better about that. Me too. I think I'm cursed too, but I did realize that also that a good team slash company has good rhythm, and you may qualify. But if they think you won't ever find their rhythm, then they'll deny it in a heartbeat. That's kind of what it feels like a little bit too. Yeah, yeah. That was clever though. I'll give you that. I'm gonna keep saying Jerry and make content until you make content because Like I said, you got. I mean, like you got the time until something better comes around. And also, like, I mean, like I said, if I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not that challenging to make content, and it helps you, like, it helps time progress a little bit faster, and it helps you keep track of those progressions. Just throwing that out there. And also, like I said, I do feel like you have a story to tell, or a story worth telling. But that's just me. Sorry, y'all. I got something in my eye. All right. Okay. I like how I got four people up in here. I wonder if my troll left. That dude hates it when I call him my troll, but it's like you really did kind of pop up to tell me how much you thought I suck, and then you know, like I'll acknowledge your existence, but I acknowledge your existence the way I want to. Oh boy. For some weird reason now, the song "Jeremy" by Pearl Jam is in my head, and I know that that song is about stuff that I can't say on camera right now. Shout out to Jovi for still being up in here, being so supportive. Like, seriously, I don't deserve this woman. I really don't. I got a weird idea that I'm going to try out real quick. I wonder if I can go live on both my desktop and my cell phone. I'm about to try it real quick to see if it works. It probably won't work though. Okay, that's wild. At least Jeremy didn't off the class. Yeah, but he did off himself. So, oh wait, I think I can do that. That's crazy. Okay, that's wild. Okay, I can go live on both this and my phone. I'm not going to do it right now though. I just really messed things up. But yeah, like I don't know what it is, but I'm just that song is in my head right now, and it's like, wait, is it because I'm depressed? Like, what are you trying to tell me, brain? Also, the only reason why I even like Pro Jam is because of the Hardy Boys. One time, a long time ago, they did like a little interview with them, and they did a little interview with them, and they asked like, "Who's one of your favorite bands?" And they both said Pro Jam at the same time, and that just stuck with me. So it's like I'm willing to I'll listen to Pro Jam because like if the Hardy Boys like them, I might be able to at least try it. I remember like not liking Pro Jam before that interview, and then like going, well, if they like them, I can at least try to listen to them again. There's only like a few songs by Pro Jam that I actually like, and that's Jeremy. Uh, Simulcast. I don't know what that is. Also, I'm gonna probably try to start going live also a little bit on Instagram as well. Trying to build a little bit of a presence there because like I didn't know that Reels go into Facebook immediately. So like I'm trying to like make my shorts over on there. I'm trying to, like I said, the goal is to be a presence. So if you guys can, I would definitely recommend. I would definitely hope that you guys could like support me a little bit on that as well. But I have no clue what simulcast is, dude. I'm going to assume that that's a podcast thing. I'll support you there too. I appreciate that, Jerry. I think you have me on I think you have when you go live on two different devices, it's simulcasting. Oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope. Burning up. Hello, hope things will get better, man. I try to stay positive. I appreciate that. Thanks, Burning Up. Um, Burning Up, everybody. Thanks for by the way, thanks for the thanks for the Salvage Marines noticing thing. The lady who plays one of the commanders, she's actually like somebody who I follow and support on Instagram. Her name is Sierra Foster, and that's the whole reason why I even found out about that show. She's like a bro. Only problem is that she's like rich, super rich, so she's always busy. The goal now is she's like always busy, so it's like I'm kind of like on the back burner of her list of priorities. So like if I become successful, hopefully your boy might be able to. Her character was killed by the. See that I did not know. I'm only into like episode 3 because I'm thinking about like are you talking about Taggart? No, the other lady. I didn't see her because I didn't see that part. Like, oh, she must have. Like, but it is kind of cool that she did manage to live that long though. I had to like check out that episode. Oh, in episode 5, I'm gonna check that episode out and see because I'll be like, oh no, they killed my girl. But like, yeah, that show definitely gave me like Halo vibes, man. Right before the did we commit a war crime scene? Oh, okay, wow. Oh, I take it you saw. Oh, you finished the whole series then. Okay, that's dope. Now I gotta add, now I gotta know like what made you check it out? Was it just genuine curiosity, or did you also follow? Did you also follow Sierra Foster online? Casper Van Dien. I have no clue who that is. Give me 1 second. I'm about to try to find out who that is. Casper Van. Okay, Casper Van Dien. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the main character, right? There's not much Salvage Marine content on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Rico from Star Trek Troopers. Yeah, I never saw Star Trek Troopers. When it was like really when it was really like on and popping, like when it was like kind of got a resurgence, I was told that I couldn't watch it because it was too scary for me. And I ain't gonna lie, like the giant bugs at that age were terrifying. Kind of gave that Metroid vibe. But yeah, if I had to rate, like I haven't finished Salvage Marines yet, but it's like if I had to rate it, it's not a bad show. It's like it's kind of a perfect allegory to where we're headed a little bit.